मेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा माह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरून् श्रीयुतां पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण श्रीललिता विशाखान्वितांश्च जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ वंशकल्पतरोभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामे गौरत्विषये नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। नमो ब्राह्मण्य देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगद्धिताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। जयतम सुरतो पंगोर मम मंद मतेर्गते मत सर्वस्वपादां भुजो राधा मदन मोहनो श्रीमद् वृंदारण्य कल्पद्रुमदा श्रीमद् रत्नाकर सिंहासनस्थो श्रीमान श्रीला राधा गोविंद देव प्रेष्ठालभिः सेव्यमानौ स्मरामि। श्रीमन् रासरासरं बीवं श्रीवडततस्थिता कर्षण रेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वृंदये तुलसी दिव्यये प्रियये केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति प्रदे देवी सत्यवतये नमो नमः। भजो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री हरिनाम अमृत कथामृत महामहोत्सव की जय। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। प्रेम विलास महाग्रंथ की जय। नित्यानंद दास प्रभु की जय। श्रीला गुरुदेव की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौरव प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। So we are reading from Prem Vilas, chapter 1, Vilas 1, which is Srinivasacharya's birth of Srinivasacharya. That's the chapter 1. Okay, we'll continue from where we left last time. Meanwhile, Mataji, do you have any questions?
Not at the moment, Prabhu. Not at the moment, Prabhu. So far.
Okay. Okay, so far good. Okay, no problem. Okay. All right, we'll continue from where we left last time. So we had looked into a letter coming to Mahaprabhu. So the letter arrived from Nityananda Prabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu basically wrote a letter saying, confirming that Advaita Acharya is actually preaching something which is not really full-fledged devotional theism. So Mahaprabhu was a bit upset, actually very upset because of that, but he knew whatever Advaita Acharya does is for a higher reason. And also there was a letter sent by Jagadanand Pandit, brought a letter from Mayapur, means that is Navdeep, from Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya wrote another letter saying, Bhaulake kahiha lokaha ila bola, Bhaulake kahiha hatena vikaya chaula, Bhaulake kahiha kaye nahi kadola, Bhaulake kahiha iha kahiyache bola. Very mysterious letter which said that, please inform Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is acting like a madman, that everyone here has become mad like him. Also means, what it means is acting like a madman. What does it mean? Acting like a madman means our actual goal is to become or to get to this stage of devotional madness. It is called madness in one way, because here people are mad after Maya. So ultimately madness is what prevails. So there is nothing called which is sober, very sober or neutral or tatastha. There's nothing like that. We are either mad after Maya or we are mad after Krishna. There's only two stages. There is a third stage, no doubt, which is the tatastha state. That's where we have come from. But that is not a position where we would like to be. We need the field of activity. If there is no activity, the jiva gets very agitated. It can stay in the tatastha for a very, 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 very long period of time. In one way, it is like a slumber and nidravastha in one way. It has no awareness. There is no it's called chitta. Chitta is not there. Chitta means awareness. That Mahat Tattva basically creates the jivas coming to the material world. So we can go back to Brahma Jyoti, that is the Tatastha, and stay. That's where we came from. But we came here to become mad after Maya. Means we to indulge in madness of Maya. So our goal is to get out of Maya's means from one Maya to another Maya's migration happens here. So from Yoga Maya, Nitya Siddhas are coming down. They are also mad, but they are mad for Krishna. They're coming down to Mahamaya to teach us how to become mad there. So Mahaprabhu basically received the letter saying that please inform Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is acting like a madman. Yes, he's become mad in Krishna Bhakti. That is our goal. We have to become mad in Krishna Bhakti. And everyone here has become mad like him. Means he has distributed. The distribution is already done. So the distribution of Krishna Prema, distribution of love of Godhead, Mahaprabhu's incarnations. Secondary reason is Nama Sankirtan. Bahiranga kore Nama Sankirtan, Antaranga kore Rasaswadan. That are the two reasons. Bahiranga kore means externally he delivered the souls. Internally, Antaranga kore means with the Antaranga bhaktas and for himself, he did the Rasaswadan. He tasted the deeper mellows of devotion, which is only tasted by Srimati Radharani, Mahabhav. He tasted that. Everyone supplies, all his Antaranga Bhakta supplies necessary things for that tasting of Mahabhav. Nobody tastes Mahabhav apart from Srimati Radharani. She is the only one who tastes Mahabhav, only one. Everyone supplies to that. So our existence is fulfilled when we become a part of supplying potential to Srimati. So one might ask, oh, so Srimati Radharani also needs something from others. She cannot get everything what she wants to serve Krishna. She can, but it is her mercy that she engages everyone so that we can also get the glimpse of that nectar, very glimpse. We cannot experience the ocean of Mahabhav. We can experience a glimpse of some bhava. It's called bhava. Bhava and Prema stage. We can experience Krishna Bhakti. Krishna reciprocates. That itself is more than that. It's like that one drop is like an ocean for us. So he has made everyone to become mad in Krishna Bhakti. Also, how did he do that? By distribution of holy names. Just the name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. These 16 syllables, which contains, it is the wealth of Goloka Vrindavan. It is the Golokera Premadhan. This is the wealth, highest wealth. What is the highest wealth? Prema, love of God. Love of God is contained in this Krishna Nama. One might say, oh, but there is a Rama in that Mahamantra. But you are saying Krishna Nama, Goloka Vrindavan. Where is Ramachandra in Goloka Vrindavan? It is not that Rama which is referred in this Mahamantra. The Mahamantra has different gradations also. One might chant Mahamantra and have the conception that Mahamantra is nothing but glorification of Brahman, means the effulgence, means the all-pervading energy, all accommodating energy. So that is and Mahato Mahya, which contains everything. So that energy is this mantra. Actually, that's what it means. That's where it will take. That is also true. That can award that also. Someone might say this mantra awards Vaikuntha. That is also true. So elevationists means who desire for liberation from the negative world, just getting away from the negative world, but no engagement in the positive world, just escaping from life, birth and death. But their desire is not to engage in service. Their desire is to just get away from birth and death and remain as the tatastha jiva. That is fine. That is also possible, but that's not the highest. Don't settle for the lowest. We don't settle for the lowest. We want the highest nectar. So that highest nectar is service to Krishna. So Mahamantra can give the lowest of the lowest, but why do we have to settle for the lowest? It is stupidity. So then it can award Vaikuntha also. It can award Ayodhya. It can award Dwaraka. It can also award Goloka Vrindavan. That is the heart and soul of this Mahamantra. That is the origin of Mahamantra. That is what it is meant for. So that Rama in Mahamantra is not Ramachandra. We should not understand. Our connection is with Mahaprabhu. Our connection is with the inner quarters of Goloka Vrindavan. Our connection is inner quarters of Vaikuntha, which is Goloka Vrindavan. Our connection is nothing but Vraja Bhakti, Vraja Sharanam. So we are trying to connect to the deepest source. It is the source actually. That is the source. Not that Krishna is an avatar, where Narayana is the Mula, where all avatars are coming from Narayana. Only Krishna, they say Krishna is special because he is a Leela Avatara. He does a lot of Leelas. Yes, it is true from one perspective. He is an avatar also, but he is from the different perspective. And in the reality, he is the source. He is the Sarva Karana Karanam. He is basically, he controls everything. He basically is the center. Everything is for him. And what does he do as the center? He's a playful Lord. Playful Lord. Just imagine from common sense point of view, how would you like to place the most important personality? To give him some work, job, duty, or to make him a playful person? How do you fit who is the most special personality? How do you make him most special personality? Even in this mundane world, we see the big CEOs, or let's say big owners of a company. You don't see them sitting and working 9 to 5, or they might have done that. They are done and dusted with those things. They've established, they have hired, they've given big packages to people who can do that job. So now they take the fruits of it. They reap the benefits of it. What they do is they just have a nice life. So I'm not saying that is the best life. I'm just giving a mundane example. So now they just basically sit back and take the benefits out of that company, and they will make others work. So they might just overlook few things, but most of the time they are frivolously enjoying. This is just a material example, because here the tendency of enjoyment pulls us down anyways. So that's a different subject. Just to give an inference, I gave this example. The Supreme Lord has to be a playful Lord. That position is above guardian position. God, Narayana, what is he doing? He is guarding everything. He is creator. He is the maintainer. He is the protector. That is all there. That domain also exists. He also does that. And not necessary that Narayana has to work hard to do these things. Narayana doesn't work hard to monitor us and highlight this whole material world when it is needed. Shakti and Sthiti and Laya. All these things happen just by his will also. But you don't see him in that playful mood, because he is always aware of his position as Almighty, Supreme. That is his position. So we should not make aparadh by undermining any of the qualities of the Lord. That is also one of the qualities of Krishna, to be in the Narayana form. But we are trying to connect to the center. We are trying to connect to that aprakrita plane. So that is pratyaksha, paroksha, aparoksha, adhoksha, and aprakrita. So Adhokshaja is the Vaikuntha plane. So there is a plane beyond Adhokshaja, which is Aprakrita. Aprakrita means which is not Prakrita. Prakrita means which is not Prakrita. What is Prakrita? This material. It looks like this, but it is not this. It's of a different substance, but it looks like this. Looks very simple, but very charming, very beautiful. So that is our final destination. That is our sadhya. That is our prayojana. So Mahaprabhu has distributed this to others. Also inform him that in the marketplace, rice is no longer in demand. So everyone's become a devotee. And Advaitacharya is indirectly, he's saying in a very hidden language, rice is no longer in demand. Means tell him, don't worry too much about distribution anymore of this. It's already given to everyone. Now let him focus on his antaranga reason. So inner reason of his descent. So he came to taste his own self. Krishna is looking for Krishna consciousness. Means Krishna wants to taste what Radharani tastes. He's hankering for it. He is looking forward for it because he cannot understand. He cannot give back what gopis have given him. So much that they have given everything to him. Everything. How can he repay? They've emptied everything to him. So he cannot give. Even if he gives himself, it is not enough because they have even given up. Because Krishna, what is Krishna's position? Krishna is a supreme enjoyer. It's enjoying tendency. He is the predominating deity, right? Predominating deity. So he enjoys everything. He enjoys the rasa. The rasa means the mellows. He enjoys the relationships. He is the receiver end. He is in. Supplying end is the devotees. And who are the highest devotees? Gopis. And who is the epitome of that highest devotees? Srimati Radharani. So they have no trace of self-enjoyment. They don't want anything for themselves. So Krishna is bewildered. How is it possible? I am taking everything. They are giving everything. So I cannot understand how is it possible that they have given everything to me. They have absolutely no desire to take anything. So how can I give? Do you get the point? They have no desire for themselves. So you can only give someone when they can take it. Means when they need something or when they have some desire to take it. They don't have any desire. They only want me to be satisfied. That is their desire. So I am doing it. I am getting satisfied. So at least that keeps them happy. But that I am satisfied. But if I want to give back something to them, I cannot because they don't want anything. They are completely engrossed in giving me. So it's called self-giving. There is self-surrender, first stage. Prahlad Maharaj does that. Self-surrender. First we have to go on board. Or Sharanagati is the basis of everything. Sharanagati is the foundation. Without Sharanagati, that is there. They have gone beyond that stage. They are trying to get to that Sharanagati. But higher devotees have gone beyond that stage. So first stage is
Prabhu, sorry, Prabhu, can't hear you.
giving. There's another highest stage. Not self
Can't hear you, Prabhu.
annihilating. It's not self annihilation. Self no awareness that don't lie. No, they are completely engaged with salvation. So that is the state they are in. You have to become engines. You have to become engines to supply. Try and offer ourselves.
ಪ್ರಭು ಏನೋ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಲೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಭು. ನೋ ವಾಯ್ಸ್.
Let me see. So further tell him that those now mad in people are no longer interested. Also tell Sri Chaitanya that one who has also become mad. Everything will go on. So you just do this. So and also he is giving his advent of the reason of done and dusted. Now you can depart. He's trying to give an indication that she can finish his transition. 12 years he keeps it for himself. After hearing this strange message, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu proved Damodar from that day on. Disease of separation. He was already plunging into emotional emotions. After this little stopped getting seen in public, stopped he just indulged in hearing the glories of Krishna and spent his time alone.
ಪ್ರಭು ಏನೋ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Can't hear you, Prabhu.
You hear me?
Now only we can hear you, Prabhu.
Huh?
Now only we can hear you.
ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಈಗ
From
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Sharanagati we can hear you.
How long did you not hear me?
From 3 to 4 minutes. Prabhu.
From Sharanagati.
I can hear you. Okay, I think there was some problem maybe. Okay.
ಏನೋ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ. Some net problem is there.
That's good. Okay, no problem. So you can hear now. That's important. Okay, we'll continue. So after hearing this strange message, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swarup Damodar and other devotees began to laugh. And from that day on, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's condition became more heart-rending as his disease of separation from Krishna increased twofold. Means it doubled. After this letter came, which said that you have accomplished your mission of giving the highest to the lowest. You have distributed the Harinam. You have distributed the love of God to everyone. Now it is the time you can descend. You can finish your avatar. So when he heard that, he kept that 12 years after that for himself. He spent that 12 years in a very, very peculiar way. He stopped any kind of outside interaction with people. He kept it to himself. So he always stayed in Gambira, which was a closed room. There was only one door, small room, where he focused, and he basically indulged in the deepest emotions of bhakti, which is bhav bhakti. And he reached that Mahabhav stage often, and he used to get fainted for 18 hours. Many leelas are there of Mahaprabhu, which is very painful to hear in one way. But those are the deepest emotions which he wanted to taste, the anguish which Radharani experiences from the separation of Krishna, the Vipralam Bhav. That Bhav he wanted to taste. So there were two intimate devotees, the Lalita Sakhi and Shaka Sakhi coming down as Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai. They were supplying necessary moods for Mahaprabhu to understand more and to plunge more into that subject. So those are the things which is not fit for our discussion. We just have to keep that on our head. We can hear that, oh, he was experiencing Mahavav. That's enough for us. And for us, it is more important to concentrate on the Harinam, means the names of the Lord, to get some glimpse one day when we are pure, when Krishna takes a seat in your heart, then we will experience that. We will experience that. So what happened after this is very, very amazing. So once Mahaprabhu went to this stage, he knew that he is going to get to that deeper oblivious stage. So he wanted to basically make sure that the world gets the preaching continuously. So he wanted to arrange something for that. So he asked Mother Earth to appear, and we read all those things. So she got the love from the ocean. Means everything has personalities. This Mother Earth has personality, sun has personality, moon has personality, rivers have personality, ocean has personality. So Mahaprabhu had given the divine love to the ocean, because it had overburdened the ocean with the divine love. It also distributed to the earth, and Mahaprabhu was dancing on this earth, so she could feel that also. So she was full in joy when Mahaprabhu was there in Nilachal. So what happened is, oh brothers, do not think that this. Meanwhile, Mother Earth was burdened by love of God, that she was unable to tolerate her emotions. As a result, earthquakes shook Nilachal day and night. So when Mahaprabhu was there, many times the earth was quaking because she was shivering from the love of God. Oh brothers, do not think that these were ordinary earthquakes. Rather, these earthquakes were Lord Chaitanya's doing. He had previously flooded the Nilachal. Nilachal is Jagannath Puri, by awarding love of God to the ocean. It appears that the ocean could no longer bear so much love of God, so it gave some of its prema to Mother Earth. The earth swayed back and forth. It's like intoxicated person, how he sways. Like that, Mother Earth was swaying because she was so much in joy, causing many houses to collapse and killing many people also. Some people said, we have been living in Nilachal for many years without trouble peacefully. Now this Chaitanya has come and is creating all sorts of disturbances. Others said, let us leave this country and go elsewhere. But where can we go? Someone said, you have neither a wife nor children. Besides, you have no wealth. So why should you leave Nilachal? Another said, we will stay here no matter what dangers befall us. So many mixed kind of people were there. Everyone were giving different reasons. If Lord Jagannath protects us, we will certainly remain unharmed. Let's all go to Sri Krishna Chaitanya and submit our appeal. So many people in Nilachal were mad after Mahaprabhu. So they said, no problem. Whatever is there, that is will of Jagannath. So this is happening, that is also his will. So let us go to the living Jagannath, which is Mahaprabhu, and ask him why it is happening and submit our appeal. After coming to this conclusion, these people went to Kashi Mishra's house. That is where Mahaprabhu lived. That is where Gambhira is there, even till date. Seeing the large crowd gathered outside the house, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swarup Damodar went outside. As soon as the people saw the Lord, they were overwhelmed by transcendental ecstasy and prayed to him as follows. O Lord, you have always protected us. When Nilachal was flooded, you saved us. O Gauranga, now the earth is shaking. Please protect us from this danger. We have no shelter other than you. You deliver the fallen souls. Please do not neglect us. So that was their prayer. They prayed to Lord. saying that, please protect us. At that moment, a pujari from Jagannath temple arrived with prasada. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately accepted the prasad with great respect. That is how we should learn from higher personalities. Prasad should be accepted with great respect. That means, what is prasad? The literary meaning of prasad is mercy. Do we take mercy frivolously? No, we take mercy with folded hands. We take mercy with lot of respect, awe and reverence. Mahaprabhu received prasad like that. And whenever prasad is given to someone, he immediately should honor it. Whatever state he is in. He might have taken bath, not taken bath, unclean, doesn't matter. You cannot make prasadam impure. Prasadam makes us pure in whatever stage we are, whatever state we are. We might be sleeping. Someone offers prasadam, we should get up, honor it, and we should receive that prasad. Because it's mercy coming down. Can we tell that, oh, mercy, please keep the mercy there, I will take it later when I get clean? It is not that way. Mercy, when mercy comes down, and not all prasadam is Bhavad prasadam. That we should always remember. All prasadam is not prasadam. There are many, many temples of demigods also. Do you think that is prasadam? It appears to be prasadam. Everyone says it is prasadam. Yeah, it can be some sattvic food there, no doubt in it. But what makes prasadam? That we should know. It is not an egoistic statement where someone might say, oh, why are you saying that? They also offer nicely to Ganapati, to Shiva, to Subramanya, or so many people, demigods. They also offer with so much bhakti, devotion, and they cook nicely, they offer. Won't Ganesha accept it? Ganesha will definitely accept. When someone offers modaka to Ganesha, as that I've made you, because Ganapati likes modak. Let's say someone gives modak, he definitely accepts it. But he accepts it only when that food is offered to Ganapati as prasada, not as bhoga. Ganapati is not a bhoga vastu. Ganapati is not the enjoyer. We should always remember. There's only one God. And God means enjoyer. So the demigods are not enjoyers. They might appear as enjoyers. They might appear, but internally they are devotees. If people on this material plane who are inflicted with the disease of Maya, they can become pure devotees. When the demigods are not, they are very pure. They're very pure devotees of the Lord. They will only accept prasada. They will only accept prasada. So Shiva also, including Shiva. In our ashram, Shiva is also offered, but not offered bhoga. We offer prasada to Shiva. Bhoga is only for Krishna. So when the modak is offered to Krishna and then offered to Ganapati as prasada, he joyfully accepts it, and then you can accept that prasada, no problem. But there are no temples which has that conception. Apart from proper Vaishnava conception temples, where even if they have some demigod murtis, vigrahas, then they will not offer bhoga to them. They will offer prasada to them, and then you can take that, becomes Maha Prasad. It become Mahaprasada because it is accepted by a great devotee. And that becomes more amazing because more mercy you will get. More mercy you will get. Do you follow? So we don't just have the same concepts. Yes, if someone goes to some place, they might bring, let's say Dharmasthala, there is Manjunatha, Shiva temple is there. They will come and give you some prasad, look prasad. The common public will not know all these things. They will think everything is prasadam. So you accept it and you don't throw it away, arrogantly that, or don't tell them arrogant. I don't accept these things. This is not prasad. No, we just accept it. If we can have so many fruits unoffered and so many things. Yes, sometimes we have to be realistic and practical. Yes, we'll take it. But we'll have the proper conception always. Conception should be kept on the head behind always. What is the conception? No food is offered to demigods as bhoga. That is the conception. They won't accept it. Simple as that. And do you think just because there is a vigraha, there is Ganapati there? Not necessary also. What is the right conception behind installing the deity is very important. Who installed the deity and for what purpose? I had shared a story in the past. I'm happy to share it again, which actually gives us an insight. There was a Hanuman temple. This is the proper incident which happened not many years ago, only few decades ago. There was a very great elevated sannyasi who had many disciples in the line of Madhvacharya. Very elevated soul, self-realized. So he used to give Harikatha in many places. They once went to Tirtha Yatra. So that is the practice where there is a nice temple or nice place to sit down. They will sit down, they'll take bath if there is a river, and then they will hear from the authority. So who is the highest authority in the Sangha? Who is the Guru? So Guru started speaking, the sannyasi Guru started speaking Harikatha in a place where there was a Hanuman temple, ancient Hanuman temple. There are a lot of Hanuman temples in India, especially in South India. There's pretty much every village has a Hanuman temple. And this particular one was installed by a nice devotee in the past. So when a proper Vaishnava devotee installs Hanuman temple, always remember, he doesn't install Hanuman temple thinking that he is the supreme. He always installs Hanuman Murti for the benefit of the mankind, so that the Hanuman gives them direction, proper direction in bhakti. Means to give, he is the receiver of bhakti from Ram, and he distributes it. So he is an agent. So that conception is there, that he is the dasa of Rama, not the supreme. So that Hanuman happily comes down and sits there. If someone installs Hanuman, if some Pandit comes and installs Hanuman or Ganapati saying that you are supreme, then actually there will be no Prana Pratishthapana done. It will only be external. Hanuman won't sit there. Why would Hanuman come and take service from someone who worships him as supreme? It is insult to Ram. It's like self-suicidal for Hanuman. So this particular temple was installed by a pure devotee before in the line. And once the pure devotee installs the deity Prana Pratisthapana is done, deity will never unmanifest. It might appear to be unmanifest for a moment, but the deity's Prana Pratisthapana is done means it is forever. Hanuman accepted that appeal of a devotee to come and sit there. So down the line, maybe some others were worshipping Hanuman with a class in front of the Hanuman temple, outside the Hanuman temple. There is,